just your experience on the event today, what you thought about it. It was my first time in Milan. I'm not sure about yours, but how was it for you?
I mean, it's been great since being in Milan. I think PUMA has organized a very, very successful event. We met a lot of fantastic people from different parts of the world. And also to embrace a tool that I grew up using, soccer boots, to be looked at differently now. There's a lot of science behind it. And also to compete. We played small-sided games, 5-a-side, so also to be able to compete in the heat. But nonetheless, I think the event itself, it was nice. It was very nice.
And obviously the highlight of the event was the PUMA Ultra boot.
Yeah.
You had worn it in the friendly games you speak about, you had felt it. Just your general observation of the boot, your thought on the boot?
I mean, it's a lighter boot. I think we always knew that, in football there's a lot of things that's always going to evolve as much as the football evolves. And the boot itself, the way now brands are making boots, they're making sure that it becomes lighter, especially for a certain type of players playing in certain positions. And Ultra, which is initially made for fast players, wingers, it's a bit lighter, and I enjoyed wearing it as well. Of course, it is a bit tight, so I would advise maybe to have like a small, maybe a little bit of a bigger size because it's a little bit tight, but it's very comfortable, it's light, so I really, really enjoyed using it today.
It's the last one on the boots. You were top proper goal scoring midfielder. I want to ask you, how much do you think you'd score in the modern day wearing these boots if you were Teko Modise at your prime?
Because it would be unfair to judge then because then when I was playing, because I played in different positions, there used to be this traditional number 6. So playing as a 10, there's always be somebody that defends or that goes with me wherever I go. So it made things a little bit difficult for me to score as many goals as I should. But now you look at teams, they don't have like more of the traditional number 6. But yet again, I think because the game is evolved, I think I'll still have the same number of goals, 8 to 10 goals per season as a midfielder, because I think I enjoy more of being creative than scoring goals. Yeah.
In terms of boots, like how much difference does it really make? Like, have you ever gotten a pair of boots?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm playing different. My touch is better.
Yeah.
My shot is better. You know what I mean? I have a quicker pace. I don't know. Grip.
Yeah, I think with the boots, I think we have superstitions. Footballers have superstitions, and with the boots, you can see that once you have a great game with one pair of boots or maybe one colorway, if you want to stick to it, because we always want to have a great game. And the fit, whether also it becomes a cut, so it depends. We've seen now, and it's been famous, Toni Kroos has been using the same boots for so long. It's a superstition. So can you imagine can you imagine Toni Kroos losing that pair of boots, and then how is he going to play? So it's one of those things, a superstition, but it's an important tool for footballers. You always want to be comfortable, because once you become comfortable, and then psychologically as well, it helps in terms of how then you want to play.
Might be a weird question, but can you link it to like in terms of fashion, right?
Yeah.
In terms of like you put on an outfit, everybody has their favorite outfit.
Yeah.
You feel good, you're confident.
Yeah.
If you wear a pair of boots that looks good on you, feels good on you, you get where I'm going.
Yeah. I think with positions, let's say you're an attacking midfielder, you're a striker, you're a creative midfielder, you always want to wear the new colorway, the nicer colors, the brighter colors. But also only when you're playing good, because you don't want to be wearing a brighter color and then you don't have a good game. So you want to have a brighter color but playing good as well, because also that helps you get to stand out. You want to have a personality. So I think that's the confidence that the boot gives, especially with the colorway. So you always want to stand out and feel good. So I think with this ones, with the colors, with the carbon fiber, so you've got some story to tell. We always want to brag about the boots that you use. Like I said, it's a very important tool for a footballer. So it's one of those things where now footballers evolve, more fashion we see, more collaboration that are involved in football. And as long as the boots are okay for footballers to be able to use and produce results, I don't see why it shouldn't evolve.
It's like you're gonna say that kid with the purple boots. You're standing out.
You came into the game with pink boots.
Yeah.
And I assume that you always stood out. And we see it not only on the field, Teko, we see it off the field as well.
Yeah.
That freedom of expression, where does it come from? Because we see it in terms of your fashion, you're very liberated, you don't mind being different.
Yeah.
You had the same kind of thing on the field, where you were doing things at the time when nobody was doing it, you were the one doing it. Where does that come from?
I think it comes from my childhood because I don't think I grew up as a very comfortable and confident person. I think I was very shy, very introvert, and then the only time that I could see I'll have a little bit of a personality was on the pitch. And I think once you start hearing people speaking good about you, then you start having that little bit of a confidence, you have a spring on your step. And I think that's when it wasn't a decision that was made. I think it was just a feeling that I am different. I should embrace it, and I should enjoy being talked about and very nicely. Because at first I didn't want people to talk about me. I remember as well when I started playing in the PSL, when they come to announce that I'm man of the match, I would want them to give it to somebody else because I didn't want to speak in front of the camera. Not understanding the meaning of a man of the match award. So it's one of those things. Once you lack confidence, and also at times it shows on the pitch as well as a footballer. But then because I'm a very competitive person, but then I needed to find the balance. You can't be very competitive and then you're very shy. You don't have a personality. You don't have a character. And then I was encouraged by so many coaches, to show that character, even off the pitch as well, because they always believe that I'm a leader without having an arm belt. And I think that's where everything started boiling out. Of course, once you grow, you learn certain things. And I've always been a player that I didn't like being compared to anybody, like even the guys that played before me, because my mentality was always to be better than anybody else that has ever done it. And I've always said I want to be compared once everything is done. While I'm still playing, you're limiting me, which means you're saying I can't reach or I can't surpass the person that you're comparing me to. So those type of things are always the ones that also, that adds on to the personality. Wow, how then do I play? How then do I also evolve into the game?